historic Lambeau Field, and the fans are ready to go. Another week of football is in the books, so thanks for joining us this evening for what looks to be a great matchup between two solid teams as the Seahawks square off against the Packers. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
One thing that can turn an average defense into a great one is the guys up front. When you have someone like this who consistently puts pressure on the quarterback, it allows the rest of the defense to drop back in coverage and not have to blitz or pressure as much. When you can do that, offenses have a tough time getting things done.
The Packers' ground game should be a big factor in the outcome of this one. Now, we've talked about the defense that they'll face, and in order to keep them guessing, this offense will look to mix it up with screens and counters. This will force the defense to tone down their aggressiveness and not overplay anything. It should make for a very interesting matchup.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's go to the field for the start of the action. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. He decides not to return this one. They're ready to go on offense for the first time. Only one man in the backfield.
Hit him low. Bulldog under. Bulldog under.
He shakes the defender. Spins away from the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Trufant won't be covering any receivers today. It might be a while before we see him again. His arm is pretty banged up. Stevens moves in motion. With the throw, right in stride. The 40. He tried to get all he could after making the reception.
This play was simply a case of the receiver outrunning the defender down the field.
Well, today, John, we'll see two of the best running backs in the league.
I had a chance to talk to these guys before the game, and they were both very, very focused. They both realize that they're going to be measured against each other. I think we're going to see a big game for both of them.
That looked like a catch until he got nailed.
He saw the receiver hauling it in, and then boom, he pops him, and it ends up incomplete.
Only one man in the backfield, using motion. He hands it off, fakes the handoff. Johnson got into the backfield very quickly and got the quarterback.
They just keep coming and coming, and the quarterback just ran out of time.
Ain't got nothing. Get up, lad.
Under pressure, throwing. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Hit him low. Take him out. Catch the ball, man.
Tosses it right. Picks up about 4 on the toss.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Alexander is the deep back. Hasselbeck sends a man in motion.
Is that all you got?
Tosses it out to the left. Not much there, maybe a yard. Eighth play of this drive. Tossing it over the middle. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
That might have had something to do with his follow-through. If you release the pass just a little late, you're going to see underthrows or balls thrown into the ground. If you release it too early, then you'll see an overthrow like that.
The kick is up. It was long enough, but it's sliced to the right. Get set. They give it to the halfback. Couldn't find any success in the middle.
Yeah, and he was looking for a place to cut back, but the defenders had all their gaps, and there was no place to cut at all.
Drops back, closing in. He's looking, rolling out to his left. With the pass, this one falls incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it.
That's the type of pass that you got to be able to hang on to.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Looking for an option, throwing, and the catch is made. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up first down.
He hands it off, flips the tackle, powering ahead. Good pickup of about 6. Pressure, surveying the field. Rolls out to his left. With the pass, this one falls incomplete. The tight end was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
Drops back, pressure coming, looking downfield, throwing, comes up with it. Gain of 4.
89 makes the catch. Gain of 4 on the play.
Shoot the gap. Let's go. Come on. Set.
We'll get the call again. A lot of room to work with. He found a hole in the defense and turned it into a nice game.
And that's the kind of thing that can happen when you have everyone up in the line to stop the run. When the back gets past that first level of defenders, there's no one in the secondary to stop him once he gets there.
Set.
He'll pass on first down. Under pressure, gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go.
Set.
Closing in. He's looking. Throws it. The pass is picked off. And the defense comes up with a big interception.
I'll tell you, when you get down there in the red zone, you really have to take care of the ball and at least give yourself a chance to come away with some kind of points. If you throw a pick on top of not getting any points, you give the ball right back to their offense.
About a 1-yard loss.
37 on the run. Loss of 2 on the play.
Come on, partner. Come on, partner. Here come the heat. What I done?
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. Third down upcoming after the incomplete pass. Third down and long coming up here. Ingram goes in motion. Pressure, gets the pass off. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. The 40. He goes down at the 28. A pass that nearly goes the distance.
I'll tell you, that was an impressive play. I mean, he makes everything look so effortless and easy.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. And there's a flag on the play.
Good ball.
Right, moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
Ingram comes in motion. He'll pass on first down. He He surveys the field, gunning this one to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You want to see a heck of a throw? Watch this one. He lets it go and slings it about halfway down the field and hits his man for the score. We talk about throwing a good deep ball, and that's exactly what we're talking about.
And it's on its way. The point after is good. Good job moving the ball the length of the field for the touchdown.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was the offensive line. They did a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping their quarterback healthy and on his feet. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component to an effective offense.
Good kick should be returnable. From the 14-yard line. An interception brought the last drive to an... The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Get at it. Come on, partner. Stay up.
Going to the right.
Yeah, the defense has got to slow down this running game.
9-yard gain.
1 yard to go.
Big stop.
Hand off to the tailback. Green barely gets enough. So he works his way past the marker for a first down.
First and 10.
Pressure coming. He's looking. Throws it. He has room. Across midfield. 40. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball in the receiver perfectly.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Under pressure, looking for an option. Gets rid of it with the hurt. And it's complete. He flings that pass right to his receiver.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
First and 10.
He'll get it again.
On the 17.
He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. And they keep it on the ground for the score.
I tell you, he took that thing and he never looked back.
Longwell comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
From the 7-yard line. Let's see if they can have the same sort of success on this possession that they had on their last, picking up a lot of yardage through the air on their way to a score.
First and 10.
All right. Stay up.
And that's a gain of about 8.
7 on the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
Alexander. So he gets about 5 yards and the first.
Yeah, and you talk about speed and keeping your legs moving, and you see both of those qualities on this play.
The Seahawks using motion.
I got motion. Here come the heat.
Alexander. And the halfback picks up about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
The Seahawks using motion.
On the 39-yard line.
Drops back. Hand off to the tailback. Alexander was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. And they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Sideline to sideline.
Closing in. Gets rid of it. They almost almost got to him for the sack.
The line has to do a better job of protection, or they're going to get their quarterback killed.
Williams is looking for a good punt here. Number 83 is back to receive this kick from the 14-yard line. Good return there. That could have been a real big one.
Yeah, he showed some good vision there. You have to see the entire field in an instant and just take off towards the open field. It got him a nice return for their team.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Hand it off to the back. Good pickup of about 6. And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. A little over 4 to go. Ball on their own 33. Green, the lone back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Dropping back, looking for an option. Throwing, and he makes the grab.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Green. The running back gets about 3. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Looking to run it here. The defender brings him down at the 48-yard line. 4-yard gain there.
On the play.
3rd and a deuce. Drops back, pressure coming, surveying the field, and it's complete. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Long touchdown pass.
Yeah, the quarterback delivered that ball out there where he had some room to work with. Once he got free, it was off to the races.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way. The point after is good. Now they've put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
They can do this sort of thing. Everyone gets on the same page, and they'll put up points in bunches.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 13-yard line. Seattle is down by 1 touchdown.
Number 20 on the return.
Nickelback in this time. Under pressure, gets the pass off. The 50. Seattle will call a timeout here. That's their first. Amazing play by Ingram.
And that's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball. He's going to move the ball, and he's going to move it with speed.
The Packers come out in a nickel package.
On the 43-yard line.
Passing on 1st down. Throws it. Incomplete. Harris made a great defensive play, tipping the pass away.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
They'll need some good yardage here on 2nd down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. Hasselbeck gets set. Closing in, surveying the field. Gets the pass off. He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
That's got to be a little disappointing. He's been putting in a lot of extra time at practice catching balls. So it looks like he's really having a tough time keeping his concentration out there. Here's the defense's chance to put an end to this drive. The defensive lineman will be in a full pass rush. So let's see if the guys up front can prevent the sack.
Only one man back. Dropping back. Steps up. Throws it. Nice adjustment. Seattle calls a timeout. They have one left.
Even though they're in field goal range, they need to keep a fast pace if they hope to finish this drive in the end zone.
Only one man in the backfield.
1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Okay, right. Get the ball. That's all you.
Pressure. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front. And the receivers are getting open and making a catch. That's what you have to do to get in the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
Pressure coming. Lobs one into the end zone. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
We need to watch the guys up front on this play. They're going to be passing. And the best thing the defense can do here is to get some pressure on the quarterback. To either throw a pick or taking him down for the sack.
3rd down and long coming up here. Ball on the 13-yard line. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Drops back. Under pressure. Throwing a strike to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. What a catch in the end zone.
That's a guy you better keep an eye on down there in the red zone. He has a knack for finding ways to get open when there's a lot of traffic.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Brown will be kicking off. Should be a return here. Breaks free of the defender. Powering ahead. Passing game is really working for them. We saw that on their last possession as they worked their way down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again here. Hand it off. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Sprague. Let's go to the locker room with the score even. Green Bay. So let's pick up the action. The kickoff team lines up. Nice distance. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. First and 10. Ball on their own 20. Henderson moves in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Green couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. Simmons got up and knocked that pass away.
He's got great recovery speed. He can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
Drops back, closing in, surveying the field. Throwing right on time. He's short of the first down with that catch.
That's a poorly planned play. You have to know that you have to get past the first down marker on third down. Anything less has to be a failure.
Pressure. He's taken down in the backfield.
Look here, this is not what a quarterback is supposed to do on fourth down. It's your last shot. You're going for it. At least throw it up there and give your guy a shot. A sack is definitely not what you're looking for here.
Hasselbeck sets up. Pressure coming with the throw. Breaks the tackle. You saw the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushes at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. That play good for about a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
The Packers come out in a nickel package. 4-yard gain there.
On the carry. Gain of 4 on the play.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Got him, got him.
Tosses it right. Alexander couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. And he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
And it's on its way, and it's good. This has been a great game.
What a great game so far. Only one score separates them, and there's still plenty of time left.
Brown is back and ready to put this one in the air. Not a real deep kick. Should be returned. From the 7. The 30. The Packers will start the drive from the 35. First and 10. Ball on their own 35. They'll go from the shotgun. Looks like he's calling an audible.
35-yard line.
That all you got?
Under pressure, looking for a receiver with the pass. This pass is incomplete. Springs was in perfect position and knocked that pass away.
That's what you look for. You have guys watch film each week, try and figure out where he likes to go with the ball in certain situations. Then when you face that situation in the game, you're right there in position to knock the pass away or force an interception.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Here come the heat.
Closing in. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. That incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Drops back. Pressure. He surveys the field with the pass. Incomplete pass. Pretty good pass, but that's incomplete.
And that's really frustrating for a guy when he knows he could have kept the drive going, but he just couldn't hang on to the pass.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. From the 34. Just a great punt return there, John.
And then he just ran out of steam. But I'll tell you this, he gave him great field position.
Get at him.
Alexander. He was met right at the line, might have even lost a little.
That was a case of the defense getting under the pads of the offensive line. Usually the team that gets the best leverage is going to control the line of scrimmage. When you run it into the middle, you have to have some push or movement up front. If you can't get that movement, it makes things very difficult for your running back.
Good throw. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Seattle. The quick pass from the quarterback is there for the score.
That was great vision by the quarterback. He looked the defense off his receiver and then turned and fired it to the open guy.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Well, you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
He takes a knee. On their last drive, it was 3 plays and out, and now the offense comes out onto the field once again. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. Did a good job pressuring the quarterback on that play.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passes, but pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up at the line, you can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
Launches this one to the right. Ooh, nearly picks off. Third down, upcoming after that long pass falls incomplete. The Packers line up in the shotgun.
Set. Got him, you got him. Here comes the heat.
Looking downfield, passing right.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around that you just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 39.
Set. The ball. Yup.
Cross play to the left. He tucks it away. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. Picks up 5.
Number 30, the ball carrier. 5-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down with 3 to go. Ball on their own 46. Favre sets up, under pressure, throwing, and he makes the grab. Good read on that pass play.
They brought some extra guys to try and get some pressure, but he read it quickly, so his receiver had a step and fired a strike.
Tosses it out to the left. Just about 3 yards there. 7 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. 8th play of this drive. Closing in, looking for an option. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. They got pressure that time, and the quarterback pays the price.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Dropping back, pressure, throwing, and it's caught. They have the momentum here.
They're darn near unstoppable on 3rd down. They've just been calling the right plays at the right time.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Green, the lone back. Handed off to the back. Just about a 3-yard gain there.
With the carry, 3-yard gain on the play.
Fire out. Yup now. Set.
Pressure coming. Looking for an option. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Seahawks ahead of the Packers, 24. 14. The Seahawks come out in a nickel package.
31-yard line.
Give it all you got. Get in there, Ron. Set.
Under pressure, looking downfield, gets rid of it. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
9 yards gain on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Favre sets up. They'll pass on first down. Surveying the field with the pass, and the catch is made. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Ferguson gets his second touchdown catch of the game. Longwell comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. And so they were able to end that long drive with a touchdown. The offensive unit was really in sync out there, running this offense and running it very well.
Well, football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
The offense with a lot of success through the air on the last drive as they move downfield for the touchdown.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
With the carry. Not much there, maybe a yard.
On the run, 1-yard gain on
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 20. Hand off to the tailback. Brings him down at the 19-yard line. Alexander didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
He tucks it away. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Number 83 sets up to run back the punt. Here's the kick. From the 46. The 30.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Going to the air on first down. Green. Decent gain, about 4. About 6 to go. Closing in with the pass, and this pass is completed. He was on the receiving end of that bullet.
Soft hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
Nickelback in this time.
Lose it. Back off, DB. Snake up. Set.
Pressure. He surveys the field with the throw. He's inside the 10. Favre has done a good job finding holes in the secondary on his way to over 200 yards passing. It's first and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line. Green, the lone setback. Drops back, gets the pass off. Touchdown, Packers. And a great throw for the touchdown.
Yeah, he threw that where only the receiver could get it.
Longwell comes in to attempt the point after. kick is up, and the extra point is good. That touchdown puts them ahead, but this game is still very much in the balance. What a game it's been.
That's for sure. You knew that these guys were fired up coming into this one. Both of these teams knew that this was a game that they needed, and it looks like the winner might be determined by the team that has the ball last.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. He'll go from the I formation. Two-minute warning coming up. Handed off to the back. Hunt created problems in the backfield on that play. So that tackle was his third. Second and long. Ball on their own 19. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Here come the heat.
Hand it off. Gain of a couple on that carry. And it looks like they're going to go with a no-huddle. Pressure coming. Throws it. Thrown behind, but caught. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
They'll head right back to the line. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. The defense doing everything they can to keep this last drive out of the end zone. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Dropping back. Throwing. He finds his man. Hasselbeck really put his body into that throw.
This quarterback has all the tools. A rocket arm, and he never makes a wrong read.
Drops back. Steps up into the pocket. Gets the pass off. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 47. Using motion. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Big drop on that play, John.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle. The quarterback has to remember that he doesn't need to get it all through the air. He doesn't want to try and force one long when he's got something underneath. But if the throw goes to the guy underneath, he has to use his legs to get past the marker.
Man in motion. Closing in. Throws it. And he makes the grade. Robinson is the recipient on that one, his third reception of the game. He's rushing the offense back to the line. Pressure with the pass. This one falls incomplete. This one is just about in the books. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 47. Handed off to the back. Steamrolls the defender. Seattle calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Now with little time left, a rushing play should be a good call here.
Green is the deep back. Give it to the halfback. Seattle calls a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
The 40 slips the tackle, breaks free. Seattle calls a timeout. They have no timeouts left. This one will be over with a kneel down or maybe 2. Handed off to the back. Pickup of about 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 coming up here.
Bust his grill.
Fifth play of this drive. Again with the run. About a 4-yard gain there.
Ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
6th play of this drive. They give it to the halfback. Pulls through. Excellent run for a first down.
They brought some extra heat with a blitz, but he was able to find some room and pick up the first.
The gun signals the end of the game. The final score is Green Bay 28, Seattle 24. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark,